I forgot to mention in the last video, but Brock Lesnar does not ever come back. I think Brock Lesnar has been very useless, and it kind of ruined John Cena's retirement tour. So, for the safety of it and for budgeting, we are not going to have Brock Lesnar anywhere in this booking. Thank you. John Cena comes to Montreal, Quebec, Canada. His 25th appearance. And John Cena still believing that no one can beat him. Nobody is pushed enough and worked hard enough to be the best. Is why he is still the WWE champion. He has no idea why Drew McIntyre interfered in that match. But even if he didn't, he knows deep down that he would have beaten Cody. Matter of fact, Cody Rhodes was the one who tried to pull the trigger and hit him with the championship. But I want to put a warning to Nick Aldis, because I will be defending this championship at Clash in Paris. However, after Clash in Paris, he will have one more appearance on SmackDown, and then that is it. He will leave SmackDown and move over to Raw, since it seems like there is nobody talented enough on the roster to beat him on SmackDown. Maybe it's best that he leaves. That's when Drew McIntyre comes out and talks about how he does agree that the talent in that locker room sucks, but Drew McIntyre believes that the only reason why John Cena has been champion for so long is because he hasn't beaten him. Drew McIntyre gives John Cena the heads up. I will be the one to dethrone you. It's not a prediction. It's a spoiler. And as it looks like those two men are going to brawl, Nick Aldis comes out and announced that in the show, there will be 4 matches, each one with a qualifying match to the Fatal 4-Way main event for next week. The winner of that Fatal 4-Way will fight John Cena at Clash in Paris. Carmelo Hayes comes out, announced as the first participant in these qualifiers. Carmelo Hayes cuts a promo about how he's been looked down upon, and now he's planning on changing that this night. And Nick Aldis announces that SmackDown has had a new signing, and he will face Carmelo Hayes right now. And that person is Canada's own Sami Zayn. And the first match we get is Sami Zayn versus Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes has a good showing, but Sami Zayn gets the victory. Backstage, Carmelo Hayes and The Miz rekindle their team, and this later leads onto what we know today with Carmelo Hayes and Miz working as a team and then eventually breaking up. The next match is, I wanted to do something really cool and creative. I wanted to do Andrade and Rey Fénix. I still have them as a tag team, but to further show how great in-ring Lucha Libre is, this is their best way to showcase it. Andrade gets the victory and he qualifies for the Fatal 4-Way. R-Truth sneaks out a victory by being the first man to pin Aleister Black thanks to the help of Damian Priest, and that will continue that rivalry. And then in the main event, it is Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. Before we get to that match, Cody Rhodes gets asked why he tried to knock out John Cena with the WWE Championship, and Cody Rhodes just says, that's what John Cena has been doing. He has put in me in a sick, twisted way. He got into my head. I knew that I couldn't beat John Cena because of all of his tactics. So the only way I could beat him is to play his game. And it got to me. And John Cena won. However, it's not fully my fault, because Drew McIntyre got involved. And in the main event, not only do I plan on taking that final spot in the Fatal 4-Way, but I'm willing to end Drew McIntyre. And then the match starts. The main event is Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. It's just a flat-out brawl. And the match ends with Drew McIntyre claymoring Cody Rhodes through the announce table, sending him injured. Drew McIntyre wins the match via countout. The main event is set. Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, Andrade, and R-Truth. In that match, Randy Orton returns to RKO Drew McIntyre, screwing him over, giving Sami Zayn the victory, and at Clash in Paris, it'll be John Cena versus Sami Zayn. We go to Dublin, where John Cena and Sami Zayn have their contract signing, and John Cena simply says, "Really? This is the best SmackDown has to offer? Hell, you weren't even in the SmackDown roster a month ago. You came here because guys like Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, people you call your brothers, are surpassing you. You want the spotlight so much, so what do? You come to SmackDown and try to take on me? Please. Your first half of the year, you were losing to Kevin Owens. You weren't even at WrestleMania. So why should I believe that Sami Zayn has a shot against me?" Sami Zayn replies with, "That's the thing, John. Nobody has believed in me. And what happened? I was the one to dethrone the Usos, the longest running tag team champions. I dethroned Gunther, the longest reigning intercontinental champion. And now, when the time is right, is where I bust my ass off. I didn't leave Raw because I was jealous of what Jay was doing or what Roman was doing. I came to SmackDown for a new start, a new beginning. Raw was not cutting it, so I had to come to SmackDown, the same show where you began your career. They call SmackDown the land of opportunity, and then I'm punching in my first shot. John, you know what it's like to be the underdog? I am Mr. Underdog." The SmackDown before Clash in Paris kicks off with Nick Aldis hyping up the show in Lyon, France. And he even talks about how next week will be John Cena's final appearance on SmackDown. But he is here tonight to confront Sami Zayn one more time. And that's when Seth Rollins comes out. And he tells Nick Aldis that he wants to make a deal with Nick Aldis, since it seems that John Cena will be leaving WWE with the undisputed WWE Championship. He offers to sign a SmackDown contract in order to defend the World Heavyweight Championship not only on Raw but on SmackDown as well. Nick Aldis likes the idea, but he says, "Well, at Clash in Paris, you do have a fatal 4-way. Let's see if you can win that." So that's the opening of the show. Let's talk about the closer of the show. SmackDown closes with John Cena coming out pissed off, saying that WWE wasted a date on John Cena. He doesn't need to be here. He could have saved this date for another time. Instead, he's here to talk about Sami Zayn, and he says, "What is there to talk about? Mr. Underdog." That's all he is. Just an overrated indie darling that people got over quickly the moment he removed his mask. He's not even a proper bloodline family member, and yet you treat him as if he is. He is a nobody. He is just a loser. And at Clash in Paris, it's no different. But then Sami Zayn comes out with France just going crazy, singing his song. They take him a while to talk, and even John Cena says, "See, that's all you got. You're just another indie darling that people want to cheer for. They don't let you speak because they really don't care about you." And Sami Zayn says, "No, I'm taking this in, something that you haven't done in a while. At the end of the day, we do this for the fans, something that you once stood by. And now you want to take that belt because you believe nobody can beat you? Well, you're looking at the guy who will beat you at Clash in Paris. The only question I have for you, John, is can you beat me without any of your cheap tricks?" John Cena wants to talk about being the greatest of all time. Well, prove it to me. Show me that you can beat me without any of your cheap tricks, without any interference. You were the greatest of all time, but now you are just a guy who needs to cheat to win. Clash in Paris kicks off with Drew McIntyre cheating to beat Randy Orton. And the main event, I would keep the same with CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. I would still have Becky Lynch help Seth Rollins win, and this will actually explains why Seth Rollins is in Chicago, and then it eventually leads to AJ Lee coming back to WWE. But the semi-main event will be John Cena versus Sami Zayn. And in the match, this basically is the classic that we know they can have. I believe that if you give these guys enough time, they will have a banger. And the main story is, can John Cena beat Sami Zayn without any cheap tricks? There is a lot of near falls where Sami Zayn looks like he's actually going to beat John Cena. So many near falls, the crowd goes crazy. Eventually, John Cena gets angry. He pulls out the championship. He's ready to knock out Sami Zayn. Changes his mind, throws the championship outside, and then just puts Sami Zayn in the STF. Sami Zayn reverses it. It looks like Sami Zayn is going for the haluva kick, but John Cena catches him in the attitude adjustment, hits it, 1, 2, 3. John Cena wins cleanly for the first time to retain the WWE Championship. As Sami Zayn gets up, it looks like John Cena has doubts of what he's going to do next. He hears the crowd. John Cena walks out and lets Sami Zayn get his standing ovation. John Cena makes his final entrance on SmackDown. He still comes out in all black. This time he comes out all sad. Talks about how nobody in SmackDown was ready for John Cena. And now he's going to go over to Raw to find real competition. But the real question people have is, why did he leave Sami after the match, get his standing ovation? And basically he just says that he has been listening to the fans all along. He still stands by his rule that he is going to leave with the WWE Championship unless somebody else beats him for it. He loves pro wrestling. He loves it so much that he wants to push the future of the WWE. That's when Drew McIntyre hits, talks about how, oh, it's all the same speech. Yeah, you beat Sami Zayn clean. Guess what? Everybody has beaten Sami Zayn clean. He's a piece of cake to beat. Listen, John, I agree with you. The only thing I don't agree with is that these fans don't deserve everything that they want. They turn against you the second you get popular. And that's the same thing that's happened to me. But here's the thing, John. I only care about one thing, and that is my family. And with that, the only way I can make good money for my family is if I win that championship. And I'm going to do everything it takes to beat you for it. So what do you say, John? Give me a shot at the WWE Championship. And he tells Drew McIntyre that he's about to make the biggest mistake of your life, because I'm going to bring ruthless aggression at WrestlePalooza. He's going to bring it his best. And he's going to do everything in his power to win. How fitting is it that the next time we see John Cena is in Springfield, Massachusetts? That's right, Massachusetts. And he still comes out to the all-black entrance. But this time, before he talks, he just sits down and just hears the crowd. Similar to what Sami Zayn said. And once he's ready to talk, he says, I don't know what else to say. Drew McIntyre has become a monster on SmackDown. He beat up everybody that crossed his path. And it looks like I have no choice but to bring that dark, edgy side of me in order to take him down. For the first time, I don't know if I can beat him. But I have overcome many other obstacles in the past, and this one will be no different. So Drew McIntyre, bring your A game at WrestlePalooza, and I will do anything in my power to keep this championship. That is when Drew McIntyre from out of nowhere knocks out John Cena with a Claymore kick and says, "Fine speech, John. Look at you. Pathetic. Doesn't know if he's gonna beat me or not." Well, spoiler alert, I will do anything in my power to take that belt. And matter of fact, I'll do you one better. I will leave this company once my contract expires, and I will take that championship home. Because these people don't deserve anything. All they do is take, and don't care about anybody but themselves. And as much as you would want someone to help you, look around. You have burned so many bridges. Nobody loves you anymore, John. Nobody will stand by your side, and nobody will be there when I take the WWE Championship from you. The main event of WrestlePalooza, John Cena versus Drew McIntyre. And John Cena is still with the black entrance, the dark lighting, yet he still wears the bright yellow colors for Indianapolis. Drew McIntyre is more vicious and hungrier than ever, taking down everybody on SmackDown he could find, but now he's here to take down John Cena. And the match is basically John Cena being conflicted on whether he will fight dirty or not. He already proved that he could beat Sami Zayn without any cheap tricks. Here, Drew McIntyre is doing his best to just put down John Cena. At one point, when the referee's not looking, Drew McIntyre low blows John Cena, Claymore kicks, 1, 2, kick out. At some point, the referee is knocked down. Drew McIntyre goes for the championship. It looks like he's going to get ready to knock him out. But lo and behold, Cody Rhodes comes back to save John Cena. He beats up Drew McIntyre. And then, as Cody Rhodes holds the WWE Championship, he just looks at John Cena, gives him the belt. John Cena knocks out Drew McIntyre with the championship. Attitude adjustment. 1, 2, 3. John Cena is still the WWE champion. And then Cody Rhodes and John Cena simply shake hands, and we have once again babyface John Cena. But what does this mean? Have people still forgiven him? After all, he only has 5 dates left.